does it return the favor?
So the last time we were here, I tore up a whole bunch of stuff from these vacuum lines get caught in the fan, ripped out the wiring for my throttle position sensor, made the idle air controller, mess up the throttle body, and things where it went very, very bad. Engine just like revved out of control, and I ended up having to drive it home without being able to let up on the throttle, and that made for some very difficult, hard driving getting home in traffic, and it meant that I was running the engine at like 4,000 RPMs most of the time, which is kind of bad. And now that I've gotten things repaired, I fixed the vacuum lines, I repaired the throttle position sensor, I replaced the intake air the idle air controller, and I've actually repaired all those parts since I had spares, but I repaired all of them, got them all back up, did the TPS ISC reset, adjusted the timing a little bit. Everything's sort of running, but it's smoking really badly, meaning the exhaust, lots of smoke comes out of the exhaust, and it's actually kind of fun because sometimes it backfires and burns the oily residue coming out, and that makes some spectacular flames, I should say. However, it makes it hard to drive the car because it's constantly bucking and backfiring and not running quite right. So we're going to have a look at what's going on. I think maybe some bad things happened and it's burning oil. Two ways that's usually the case is rings blow by or valve seals. I don't know which it is, but I should probably have a look at the spark plugs and do a compression test. That'll kind of help give me a better idea of what's happening. So today we're going to take out the spark plugs and have a look at them. Then we're going to do a compression test. Goodness. Alrighty. Oops, I forgot to put my gloves on. See, look, see. Alright, we'll be right back. Alrighty, for this operation I will be using my 13/16 deep socket. That's what fits these plugs good enough. And I'll be using an extension and a leverage. You can use all kinds of whatever. This is just simple and it works. Oh, make a liar out of me. There. Okay. Maybe I needed more leverage. There we go. Anyway, it's a very simple tool to do a very simple job. Alrighty, so let's start with number two. Number two wants to be a poopy butt. have a look in the light. Oh my goodness. Yeah, it's looking pretty unsavory. So, see a lot of oil on the threads. Probably can't see that because it's in the shade. And a lot of black char everywhere. So, yeah. At least it's not running lean. That's, you know, a nice thing. Lean is really bad. But that's not good either. So, we're going to check the others. They probably look the same. And these are NGKs. BPR6ES. BPK. BPR SES. Oily threads, carbon buildup, black. Yep, about the same. Consistency's good, right? Alrighty, so there we are. Alrighty, we're at it again. $120 or so, almost $120. Let's see, where's 100, 110, about 112. Say 112. That's looking like 115. It's looking like about 190 or 110. We can do it again. And this one is also just under 120. So 110, 115, somewhere in there. And this one's just under 120. So that's sort of the good news. It means it's probably not the piston rings or the bottom end that's the problem.
Probably not. Could be valve seals leaking oil in. Not sure. Not even sure how we test valve seals. Never done that. I think I've tested outside the engine, but not inside the engine. So, there we are. We've done a compression test.
Alright, so I have cleaned these up. These are the ones that were in it. They're BPR6ES. These are the factory plugs from NGK that you want to use. Or you might want to go up colder to the 7. You might want to use a 7ES. That's a colored plug. So I don't know if you can tell, but I cleaned them up so that there's less oily, whatever it was, black sooty stuff. It wasn't so much oily, but it was black and sooty. It was dry and oily, or dry and black. check the gap on them. I gapped them at 0.35 because, you know, race car. And you may notice that I'm not wearing my gloves. Yeah, I'm not using the tools to put them in. That's because I want to feel them get threaded properly so that they're not cross-threaded, because that's a really bad thing. You really don't want to get it cross-threaded. So a little bit of insurance to make sure that you don't get it cross-threaded is to put the first few turns in by hand. That will help. That will help a lot. Okay. Well, let's go ahead and put a socket in and gently turn it by hand, not trying to force anything, making sure everything feels good. These plugs have a bit of oil on them, so they should go right on in just fine. Could put anti-seize on there if you want. I don't really worry about that too much because I pull the plugs out really regularly compared to most commuter vehicles. I don't go 20 or 30,000 miles. I shoot them often, changing stuff, checking plugs, doing stuff, so I don't have to worry about them getting too stuck in there. Yeah, you can get your torque wrench out if you want, but it's about good enough. This other snickety one. Alrighty, so that should do it. So part of the problem was this is a metal tube that goes from here to the catch can. That was disconnected, and I think that made the PCV valve not work too good. And I think that might have caused a bunch of oil vapor to get pushed into the combustion chamber. Made it particularly oily. So, kind of replaced that metal tube with this tube here to hopefully get the oil vapor, whatever, going back into the oil catch can down here, where it can run back down into the transmission, or the oil pan. Should go from there to, anyway, we just got a few more parts to put on and we'll start her up. Y'all groovy. So I'm hoping just clean up the plugs and whatnot will make it stop smoking, and then we can start trying to make it run right. Alright, am I forgetting something? Oh yeah, spark plug wires. They probably want to. Alrighty. Well, I don't see any nuts and bolts lying about, so I'm guessing I got them all. Smells like a freaking lawnmower.